So I thawed it out in the fridge for a day and a half. And I took it out of the wrap, patted it down, rinsed it off, patted it down, and then put it back in the fridge for several hours to get it to dry up some. Okay? Then we want to get some of this fat out. I got a little corn. I saw other people do this on YouTube. A little corn on the cob holder. And we're just going to poke the skin, not the meat, just the skin, to get some of that fat to come out. As you can tell, in Kansas, cold, very cold today, and very windy as always. Now this fat, I got a pan that's going to sit underneath it to try to catch some of the fat, and we're going to do some duck fat potatoes as a side. Okay, turn this bad boy over. Took me 4 stores to find a duck. I've been wanting to do a duck for a while, never done it, never had it. But I went to Hy-Vee, I went to Dillon's, Walmart, but I found it at Aldi's. Not a bad price, a little buck, like 12 bucks for this duck, just to get it, try it out. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, just a little bit of salt and pepper. That's all we're gonna do for seasoning. Get salt on there. Put some in the cavity there. Yeah, okay. A little bit of pepper. Yeah, get that on there. Okay. I got 2 oranges cut up. Let's stuff the cavity here with some oranges. Got a half onion in here. Thing really in there. Alright, we're just going to put it all in there. Okay. Then I got this little glaze here I'm going to try. I saw somebody else do it. Forget his name. But it's got 2 tablespoons of honey, a tablespoon of soy sauce, and then I added just a little bit of salt and pepper and garlic in this. Okay, we're just going to brush this down. Try to get that smoke, something to stick to. Get some of that flavor on here. Then once it gets close to being done, I'm going to make an orange glaze where I took some of the zest off these oranges and took some of the juice off the oranges, just a little bit, and then we're going to make a glaze out of it. Not going to use the pack that came with it. Get this backside. Boy, that's going to be good. I never had duck before, but man, people talk about it being good. Alright, so we got this all done. Alright. I see people cook their ducks at a higher temper than I normally do. So I might try to get my smoker up to 275. Normally I do mine about 225, 250. See, people like to cook their duck around 325 I think I saw. But we're going to give this a go at 250, 275 and see how it comes out. I think we're looking for about a 165, maybe 175 for internal tip. And we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I got a pan underneath here to catch the fat. So we get those. I got some small potatoes and some onions. We're going to throw that in there. Get some duck fat potatoes as a side dish. I got pecan and cherry wood. Only wood I really smoke with anymore. The pan I got there. Alright. I never cook the time, so I can't tell you how long it's going to take. I can cook the tent. Throwing more cherry wood on it. Get Get that thing really up there. And it dropped really good. Okay. So we'll get this back up to 250, 275 as far as heat, and let it go. We'll probably come back and check on it in about two hours and see where it's at. Okay, it's been about an hour and a half on our duck. We're going to check on it. We're going to get our potatoes in there. So you see I got some potatoes. I washed them, microwaved them for about 9 minutes. You see I got some onions, a little bit of bacon on top, salt, pepper, and garlic. Well, I'll throw that in the pan here. So we're going to throw that in the duck fat. So let's check the temp. Okay, we're at 140 for the duck. Okay, look at that. Get these taters in. Been trying to do other things, so I may be too late on these potatoes. Means it have to take a little bit longer. That's why I threw them in the microwave for a little bit. All right. Get these back in there. And I'm going to bring you in close to see the duck. Now I'm just going to put these in a pan above it. I got some beef anywhere. Now I'm going to go back lower because that duck's still dripping. Duck is still dripping. So we'll get you over here to look at it. Alright, look at that duck and those potatoes. Whew. Boy, that's going to be good. Okay, we're going to give it about an hour and then we'll check it again. Okay, been a little over 2 hours. We're going to check our duck and more than likely put this glaze on it. This glaze is 2 tablespoons of orange juice, a tablespoon of honey, a little bit of brown sugar, like a couple pinches, a pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper, a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and yep, that's it. So let's check the temp of the duck. Shooting for 165. Smoker's still going good, about 275, 300. Yeah, we're good to put our glaze on here. She's done. Look at that. Potatoes while we're at it too, but let's get this on just to give it a little bit more. But gosh, look at that. I don't really need this, but I'm gonna tell you, this duck is just about done. It's at 160. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that, pulling from the leg. Pulled a couple oranges out. Trying to get it out. Those potatoes are going to be good. Almost fork tender. Alright. Alright, so we're going to pull that duck off here in about, we'll give that glaze about 30 minutes. Those potatoes are just about done too. And then we'll check it out. Alright? Alright, I think this is it. We're going to check our temp on our duck. More than likely pull it off. And then let it rest. And then slice into it and call it done. Potatoes still got a little bit to go. I probably should have put those on earlier. Again, I'm looking for 165 a little bit because as it rests, it's going to cook a little bit more. Don't want to get too much of my heat to come out. I'm getting 165 in my legs. Alright, she's done. I got about 170 in the breast. 175. So we're a little bit more than we wanted to cook it, but that's fine. I should always bring my stuff closer. Always bring it closer. So there's our duck. Look at that. It's coming off back here. Wings look good. Nice little glaze. So we're going to let this rest for a little bit, and then we're going to come back and cut it up and taste it and see how well it did. Wow, I'm excited. Alright, duck has rested some. We'll cut this open. Oh, still juicy. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. It's like a nice little smoke ring. That's really good. And I can taste the orange zest, the orange part of it. That's a good glaze. Bring it up this way. Look at that. Potatoes, nothing new. Everybody knows potatoes. They're still going to take about another 30 minutes or so. So we'll keep this warm. And then I'm going to have the potatoes. But you got to try that duck. That duck is good. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Around the Pit.